Beauty and the Beast opens March 17th. Please welcome Emma Watson. How are you?
Good. I like Harry and Harry.
I'm still laughing at you getting hit with that snowball. I mean, unusually forceful, I would say.
I know, very unusually forceful. Actually, on the day, the guy he kept missing me. Like, I would stand there, I'd be like trying to catch the snowball. We did it like 1,000 times.
Oh, so you really got hit in the face with a snowball?
Oh, I really got hit in the face with a snowball. That's being an actor. You have to, like...
What good is CGI if you have to get hit in the face by a snowball?
I mean, it wasn't as big as
no,
the one in the clip,
that was a big snowball.
But, yeah, I still got smashed in the face with some snow.
Did it hurt?
No, and to be honest, by the end of it, we were so concerned that this poor guy was under so much pressure. You know, you have like this huge film set. There's like 300 people in a Disney movie trying to get the target right. He gets it wrong by the end. You can tell he's like,
yeah, it's
so
embarrassing, I would think. And it's not like you're bringing a former baseball player to do that or something. It's just some guy from the set, right?
Yeah, exactly. And like, I'm on a balcony. He's quite far away. Like, it's a difficult shot.
Yeah, you really suffered for this film.
I know.
How are you doing? You had the big premiere. We saw the whole street was shut down outside.
It was insane.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy, huh? It was a big one.
It was huge. We like shut down a big portion of, it's Hollywood Boulevard, right?
Yes, Hollywood Boulevard,
We shut down a huge portion of Hollywood Boulevard. And the big thing for me where I was like, okay, I've just met Paige O'Hara. She played me in the original animation. Whew, that's a big deal. Okay, I just met Linda Wolverton. She wrote the character. Like, Alan Menken is like here. He wrote all the songs. Like, whoa, this is a load. And then Celine Dion arrives.
Oh, yeah, I have
and I'm
a
like, I'm
picture of
holding
that.
my publicist like, this is almost too much for me.
Celine Dion was indeed, this is your first time meeting Celine?
You have to understand, like, my parents they don't really understand, like, celebrities or Hollywood or whatever else. But my mom and I used to play Celine Dion in the car, like, non-stop.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, being able to tell her that I met her, I was like, she's going to lose it.
And did she indeed lose it?
Or she did.
Oh, she did, yeah.
She was like, because usually I'm like, oh, you know, I met, like, I met Tom Cruise today, and she'll be like,
she doesn't know, your mom doesn't know Tom Cruise?
No, really, this is the problem. Like, you have to understand, I grew up, I had like 4 VHSs in my house.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, so...
Wait a minute, VHSs? Now, that would make sense if you were my age, and even then it would be sad.
I'm serious. We had, like, Private Benjamin, Pretty Woman...
Wait, what year are we talking about
here? I'm talking about, like, when
because you should at least have had a DVD.
I know. She's
wow.
Not like a... don't come from a movie-watching family, really.
You don't come from
I'm the black sheep of the situation.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Somehow, that's really pretty crazy.
I know.
Do they have this equipment now, or are they still stuck in the...
Yes,
they do.
Whether my mom knows how to use the DVD player or not is another question, but I believe that she owns one.
She does have one. Okay, good. All right. Now, so which movies did you say you had?
So we had Private Benjamin. We had Pretty Woman, 4 Weddings and a Funeral, and one other one that I can't remember. But those were the 3 that were on rotation.
In heavy rotation.
My Best Friend's Wedding, which was why Julia Roberts is like Hollywood for me. Like, Julia was my first, like, oh, it'd be so cool to be an actress.
How old were you when you were watching this movie and wishing you too could one day play a hooker? At what age is that happening?
All I'm going to say is it was too young. But I felt great about it. And, yeah.
You were in China last week. You're in Shanghai.
Shanghai.
At Shanghai Disneyland, which I'm so interested in. Did you get to go on rides or anything like that? Did you?
I did. I went on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Oh, they have a Pirates of the Caribbean?
They do.
Is it
they do.
Identical to our Disneyland, Disney World here?
Identical, except for the fact that the pirates speak Chinese.
Oh, well, that's weird.
It was a little strange.
But it makes sense that the pirates would speak. So they're singing like yo-ho, yo-ho in Chinese?
Yes.
Really? Do yo-ho, do those stay?
I don't think yo-ho translates. I think it becomes something else.
That might be Chinese in the first place, actually.
Maybe. It sounded, I was thinking that as I said it. I was like, that actually sounds kind of Chinese.
You didn't have to wait in line, right? You go right to the front. Yeah, I would think so, yeah. So they showed it in a theater in Shanghai Disneyland?
As in, like, they show Pirates of the Caribbean in
No, they showed your movie in the theater at the premiere.
Yes.
Oh, there's a movie theater. Well, that's different. We don't have movie theaters at ours.
That's true, but they actually built the Beauty and the Beast castle kind of like pretty much to scale. It was kind of crazy.
Oh, and so you were seeing it for the first time in like real life.
Yes.
Was it all CGI when you were shooting it, or was there an actual castle that you would go into?
Parts of it, like lots of it was real. Actually, Bill Condon was very, he really wanted to make sure that as much as possible the sets, everything was real, but there were some parts of it which was
right. So that had to be real. The snowball you had to take in the face. That doesn't make any sense to me, I have to say.
Confusing.
You have a very interesting hobby. I want to ask you about this photograph, because this is something that you've done this regularly?
Yes, so in my spare time, this is a phrase that I have coined myself. I am a book ninja.
A book ninja.
I like ninja my way around public places, mostly the tube or the underground, which is what we call it in the UK. And I leave books for commuters.
For people to find?
For people to find and then read and then hopefully like pass on.
Do you write a note in the book so they know who the book came from?
Yeah, I write a little message which is like, dear whoever has found this book, you know, we really hope that you enjoy this. I have a book club. I talk a little bit about that.
And did they ever contact you and say, got the book, thanks?
Yeah, no, my book club has this big forum on Goodreads, and there are like tons of different topics. I mean, pretty much everything you can imagine. And they like found the book on the stop between this street and this street.
That's pretty crazy. Do you sit there and watch them? Like, do you have a string and you yank the book away from them as they glue all the pages shut and watch them? I would have a different way of doing this. It wouldn't be as altruistic.
Not quite so altruistic, yeah. No, but I sometimes do like wait a little bit to be like, is he going to pick it up? Is he not going to pick it up?
And do people ever spot you doing this?
Well, you know what's so funny is that people on their commute are doing their thing.
Right,
in their routine.
They're single-minded,
they've got their coffee, or they're on their phone, or they're doing that. You know, like people are kind of like in their zone. So what's really weird, I thought I was going to have issues. People like don't like recognize me.
Oh, really?
It's really amazing.
Well, when you're out of context, it is a different thing, isn't it?
Maybe that's what it is.
Do you ever leave Harry Potter books for people to read, or has everybody read all of those books already?
I feel pretty good about the distribution of the Harry Potter franchise, but if I hear that, you know, sales are dwindling, then I'm happy
You will take action.
Yeah, I'm happy to.
I see. How old were you when you started making those movies?
I was 9.
9 years old. Wow. And beforehand, did you know about the books? Was that a part of your life?
Oh my God, it was a huge part.
It was a huge part of your life.
Yeah.
So, and then you get involved in this thing, and little do you know, it would take you all the way to adulthood, which is really crazy. I mean, nobody has that experience.
No, I mean, yeah, no one goes to the first audition they've ever been to in their entire life and then makes those movies for over a decade.
No, it just doesn't ever happen.
That doesn't happen.
It's almost like you have magic powers or something.
Almost.
In a way, literally. Now, there's a videotape that, I don't know, somebody here on the show found this. This is like an outtake from the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And now, I would encourage people to watch very closely, watch Emma's lips very closely here throughout this, because I'll ask you to explain this to me.
A stone that may scald and stops you from dying. No wonder Snape's after it. Anyone would want it.
Something doesn't make sense. If all Snape wants is the Sorcerer's Stone, why did he try and kill you during the Quidditch match?
You're helping them with their lines.
You laugh. This is actually quite traumatic for me, because I created issues because of this.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What issues?
I would ruin takes. Chris would be like, cut, Emma, you're doing it again. You're mouthing dance lines. And I'd be like, ooh, I'm so sorry, so sorry. Oh, I feel so bad. But like, I couldn't help myself. It was like I was such a loser. I really love those books. I really wanted to do my job well, and I kind of overdid it.
Don't worry about it. Guillermo does that with me all the time. Yeah. When I go off script, he corrects me. You can see he hides it with his mustache. You know, if you had a mustache, it probably wouldn't have been noticeable to anybody. So, well, hey, congratulations on all your success and the big movie for another generation of young women to love. It's called Beauty and the Beast. It opens March 17th. That's Emma Watson, everybody. We'll be right back.